from my clients. I'm kind of losing motivation, I don't know what's wrong, why do I keep going out on the weekends and not recording? I recorded it. Your log said relax the weekend, and I didn't see the numbers. I recorded it. I didn't see any numbers. That way you didn't like it. So we're going to talk about how to stop sabotaging ourselves and how to reach our goals. There we go. So self-sabotage, what does it look like? It usually starts out with, I went to a restaurant, I knew I shouldn't have, but I did. Then maybe we had a little binge one night. Then we decided not to vlog our whole weekend. What my dad has coined the relaxed weekend. Instead of a relaxed meal, you then decide you relax all weekend. Then back Monday morning, I can't stay out of the candy dish. By Wednesday, you're not even going to log anymore, and all of a sudden you lost motivation. And this is what I get about Thursday. Why do I keep doing this? Am I crazy? Do you have any other clients that do this? Why can't I be consistent? And my answer was, if there weren't a bunch of you doing this, we wouldn't be here talking about it. So there's 3 basic reasons for self-sabotage. They're rebellion, fear, and stubbornness. Rebellion, this reminds me of my 5-year-old who wants to make his own rules and do it his way. Our human nature is to resist authority. So just innately in us, we want to rebel. If you're a rebellious type person, the one thing I will tell you is don't tell yourself you cannot eat a certain food. As soon as you say, I cannot have pizza, that's the only thing you're going to want. Because it's our human nature to want what we cannot have. On this plan, you should be able to eat anything. We should be able to work it in the program. But as soon as you say, I can't have it, you're going to want it. So if you're a rebellious person, just keep that in mind, that you need to start learning how to put those foods in every day. Fear. For a lot of us, it's fear of failure. Fear that we're not going to be able to keep the weight off. We failed before. We're going to have to fail again. So we're scared. And we may not even be acutely aware that we're afraid of that, but, you know, it's happened before, it's going to happen again, so, you know, why even care? Some people are just afraid of being thin. For some people, they're used to their body, and that's a layer of protection for them, and they're afraid of, you know, what will my friends think? Will I have to change my personality? Will I be a different person if I'm thin? No. And actually, we were talking at the gym, and there was a trainer there, and her daughter has lost a significant amount of weight, like completely changed her life. She's a college girl. And she said, you know, Mom, when I was heavy, I thought people were mean because I was heavy, and they didn't want to get to know me. Well, now that I'm thin, I realize that girls are bitchy too, and now they don't want to get to know me because I'm thin. So she's like, I just realized that I didn't change, and people didn't change. The fear of feeling vulnerable or exposed. I think this is a lot of times why you do your relaxed weekend and don't log it. Because if I really knew how much you ate, or really knew how many glasses of wine you have, you know, what would that say about you? We don't judge anything that we see that comes through, but people are, we don't. I might give you a hard time about it, but we've done it, and so if you binged, we need to know that information, and you're not making yourself vulnerable. Sometimes you have to be honest and expose a little bit so that we can help you with some self-sabotaging behaviors. A lot of people are just scared of change, any change, and fear of the unknown. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in 6 months. I don't know what size I'm going to be. I don't know where my life is going to be. So that's what drives our self-sabotaging behavior. And just old stubbornness. You know what? I'm not going to give up my favorite food. I'm not going to change anything that I do because I'm stubborn and I don't want to. Even though your way might be right, I'm not going to do it. Some people... Do we have a stubborn one?
She's not very nice.
Some people, they're in denial of what their personal nutritional requirements are. This is what your body requires, and I can help you get all the foods in that you like within what your body can tolerate. But if you're not willing to accept those numbers and accept the help, I mean, then I can't help you. And then there's just a lack of trust. You know, I'm gonna do it my way. I don't trust what they're saying. I don't trust what science is showing us, what Dr. Joe has in his book. So stubbornness a lot of times can lead us to self-sabotaging behaviors. I'm gonna have you switch to the YouTube video. No, you have to exit out of this, or just minimize it. I had it embedded, but this is an old version of PowerPoint.
Could be a kid.
Sorry.
Going the wrong way here. Okay, here we go.
There's it won't let me. See that? There's not enough. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a card trick.
I can pull it back up.
With Buzz Collins.
Buzz, and I got a really neat trick I want to show you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do more than just show you a trick. You will be my volunteer. All right? 5 cards. I will keep them in plain view the entire time from here on in. 5 cards. You're going to choose 1 card. 1 card only. I'm going to show you these cards in just a second, but I'm only going to show them to you very briefly. So pick your card quickly. The 1 card that I will remove from the rest of the cards. You ready? Here we go. Choose 1 card. Put your finger right on the computer monitor. Choose that 1 card. You did it. Okay, great. Keeping the cards in plain view the entire time. I'm going to shuffle them around just so you don't think that I was like, you know, following your line of view through the monitor there. And let's see if I cannot pick the card that you had selected. Concentrate. Concentrate. Now concentrate. Let me connect to that concentration through the bandwidth and see if I can find the card. Remove the card that you indeed chose. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know. I just met you. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. See your card there? Thanks for your help.
Did you get your card?
Yes.
So you know how he did it? He changed all the cards. If you watch it again, all the cards are different. But you're only paying attention to the 1 card that was yours. So you didn't see the other 4 cards. And that they were
all face cards.
go back to the
That one.
one more. There you go.
That one?
Really? Yep. And then hit slideshow. Play from current slide. Okay. We're only aware of 10% of things that our brain is doing. So that's what we call our conscious mind. Everything else that's going on is our subconscious. 90% of our brain power is devoted to what's going on subconsciously. So right now, you've just eaten, your stomach is digesting the food. You're not really aware of that. You're not aware that your heart's beating. You're not aware of what your lungs are doing. Are you aware of where your hands are, where your feet are? Until I bring your awareness to it, it's going on without you paying attention to it. Just like the other cards that were there, you're not aware of what's going on down here. So I want everyone to take the right foot. You'll have a piece of paper and a pen. Take your right foot, stick it out, and I want you to rotate it clockwise. This way, to the right. So rotate your foot clockwise. Okay? I want you to take your pen and start writing the number 6. Write the number 6 over and over.
Keep your foot going.
Keep your foot going and write the number 6.
Yeah, it does.
It's hard to do
Yeah.
because you've got this-
Go the way your hand is.
Yeah.
So what happened?
666 on my paper.
So what happened? Once you took your mind off of this, subconsciously, that your body did not like that pattern, so it switched and became a new pattern. So our subconscious is a really powerful thing. It's really driving 90% of what we do. We're just not aware of it. Some kind of neat subconscious tricks to catch someone lying. When you lie, you release catecholamines, which release histamine and make your nose itch. So when I say, I saw it yesterday, ask the patient, are you doing exercises? Yep, I've been doing them. I'm like, liar, liar. We all hear of aromatherapy. The scent of lavender makes you relax. Perfume makes you more attractive to the opposite sex. I love this one. They actually did a study on this. If you spray citrus smell in your house, your domestic partner is more likely to do chores. So everyone go home and spray everywhere. And even our perceptions. If you see a picture of someone smiling versus someone frowning, the smiling picture people are going to find more attractive. They're going to think that person is more intelligent. Wearing red, just a little piece of red, makes you more attractive to the opposite sex. They really aren't related. It's our past experiences back in our subconscious that trigger these emotions or these behaviors. So this is typically what we see in our conscious mind. A triggering event and we react. So I had a really stressful day at work, so I went home and ate a bag of potato chips. I didn't have any food in the refrigerator, so I ordered a pizza and ate half of it. That's what we see. What we fail to realize is we're actually creating our own subconscious self-sabotage through our subconscious. Our subconscious holds our long-term memory, all of our past experiences, our emotions, our feelings, our habits, our addictions, our relationship patterns, our developmental stages. It also houses like our reward systems. So all of these things are going on. Your brain's just filtering them out, and all you see is I had a bad day, I gotta go home and eat chips. So I had a bad day. Subconsciously, every other time you've had a bad day, you've gone home and eaten chips. You're scared, you have some fear, maybe it's a fear that you're not gonna be able to keep the weight off anyway. Expectations. Your self-expectation is that you're gonna go home and do it because that's what you've always done. Your belief system, what you truly believe and how you react to situations, and your pleasure reward system are driving this. You're just not making a conscious effort to be aware of those things that are going on. What must happen in order to stop the self-sabotage is we have to reassess our goals and use our conscious awareness. That 10%, we have to devote some of that to understanding what we're really scared of, what we truly believe, and how they influence what we do. So most weight loss goals are hard to achieve because first they only address the symptom and not really what's happening underneath. If I hear someone say, I want to lose 35 pounds, the minute that scale stops moving in the right direction, what do? Jump ship. It's weak. I mean, if you're not seeing that every single day, there's nothing for you to stay in. If that's the only thing that you want is to lose weight and see it on the scale. I want to be able to run a 5K. And that's your motivation for this. Well, what happens if you break your ankle? So you're just going to, you drop shit. You throw in the towel because there's nothing concrete to keep you in the working towards anything. This is my favorite one. I want to be able to wear a bikini. Or I want to lose weight for my wedding, vacation, or high school reunion. Those are good short-term goals to have. But what if you get to your goal weight and you still don't want to wear a bikini? What if your vacation's canceled? Then you're done. What after the high school reunion, after the wedding? It's short term. This is a lot of effort to put into something if it's to impress. This to me says I care about what other people think of what I look like, not anything. It doesn't say anything about me. And once I've done that, I'm done with it. This is Monica Brandt. Is anyone familiar with Monica Brandt? She, through the 90s, she was like the #1 person. She was on every cover of every fitness magazine. And I was able to hear her speak last year at one of the shows that I did. It was actually me and her on stage. She's presenting with my pro card. But one thing that she talked about, she was talking in relation to any weight loss program or something that you put yourself into, like a competition. And she said your why. Your why has to be strong enough. If your why is to get on stage and get a trophy, that's weak. And it's not going to keep you doing this and pushing forward every single day. When the food gets boring, when you're